Yo, what's up guys? Station FBS here. Back at it again with a new video. And this one has been a long time coming because I have been waiting years to do a video like this. So without further ado, I would like to get into what I got at FlatFace Rendezvous. So yes, this past weekend, actually yesterday, was Rendezvous. So yeah, I'm super hyped. My first time going, not my first time going to the store, but it was my second time altogether, and then it was just my first Rendezvous. So you already know, like, company owners and everybody from across the world and country is really flying out for this. There were people from Canada, there were people from, I think there were some people from Germany possibly. Other than that, I'm pretty sure just everybody came from across the states, like people from California, Virginia, Florida, New Hampshire, like all around the area. But anywhere in the United States, they pulled up. So that was hype to see all the people I've only talked to on Instagram and got to see them in person and see them face to face. It's nice. It's nice to really get that human interaction, because the internet's one thing, but actually having that genuine connection and genuine like friendship in real life is definitely means more. But without further ado, let's get into what we got. So I copped a few things. It was a hard time getting the catfishes. I guess I'll show that off first because that was the hot item. So unfortunately, the catfishes were they weren't kind of given any like guidelines. Like the people who worked at the store weren't given any guidelines to how many decks could be purchased or how many there was no like 2 per person thing or 1 per person. It was if you happened to be there at the right time and got decks, you lucked out. And unfortunately for me, I did not luck out at first. I spent like at least 3 hours at the sesh bummed out that I didn't get a catfish until one of the homies, you know who you are, last store session, or this past, the last store session that I went to, I hooked him up with the Cowply for pretty cheap. So then he hooked me up with just the catfish that was released that day, but I just didn't have a chance to grab it because all of them got sold out. So he gave me the opportunity to buy it off him. So yeah, with no extra charge or anything. So very much appreciated. Thank you so much. But yeah, let's show off that deck. Bam. The beautiful Her Majesty graphic. Every single color of paint you see was hand layered. So like there's about, I think, 7 to 8 layers of different colors that had to be screen printed each time. So like one was white, one was yellow, one was pink, one was the light blue, one was the red. So he had to go through these like crazy and really put some top tier craftsmanship into these. Super hype on the colorway. I love this pink graphic. Don't really have a lot of pink. I don't really have any pink decks, so it's nice to have like a nice pink deck. And yeah, the beautiful top ply. Bang. Similar to the in my past catfish unboxing video, I had a Remo that had this top, this similar colored top ply. Super nice. And then he put the old stamp on it, which makes it honestly super cool. Let's screw this off just so I can show off the plies. So the camera's moving a little bit. Oh. Alrighty. Let's see if we can get this to even focus. Cool. So that's that nice, I would call it like a purple kind of magenta colorway top ply. Then it goes to a yellow. The next ply is a yellow. Focus, camera, focus. There we go. Yeah, so it goes that purple to the yellow to the green to I think like either a maple or like a dark green, and then the bottom ply is a natural bottom ply. Super fire. So I'll give you guys a little up close look at the graphic itself. Super nice. But I'm hype on that. I was sad that I was just sad that people really kind of lost out on the opportunity to even grab one, because like a lot of the time the online drops just are crazy and sell out like no tomorrow. So I felt bad for kids who really never had the chance to grab like decks on online drops, and just hope that they would be able to grab a deck from the drop, but unfortunately wasn't able to. So I think that's the unfortunate part of like the way those decks were sold. I think Vlad should have had all the catfishes on them and like just dish them out like ASAP, like, because I think it would have been better like that, because I felt like the way the store did it, it was like they didn't realize how fast the decks would go, or how, I guess, valuable in a sense the decks are. So yeah, I think that's the sad part about it. But hey man, I lucked out. I'm glad that I only got one, and only really I only wanted to cop one. I was gonna cop maybe a second one if I was able to get the maple bottom ply of this one, so there would be no pink, but there would still be the like the queen graphic, the Her Majesty. So yeah, I'll see if I can even grab that. But yeah, yeah, so that's it for the catfishes. Unfortunately, I didn't get any more. That was the only one. So let's move on to the next thing, or things I should say. So I copped a Lucid deck. This is for the homie, but I also copped one myself because I've actually been trying to cop a Lucid, but I didn't really like those first graphics. I don't know, they just weren't clicking with me, but I really like this one. I think it's super fire, and the shape's really nice. Not too high kicks, like in between like a saltwater and a freshwater, I would say, like just right in the middle. Super nice. I think it's a fun board, just something that I've really never tried before, like at least this mold shape. So, and it's a new company, so that's also cool to support someone who's up and coming in the game. There's no special plies or anything, so I'm not going to take off the fisheye lens to show it off or anything, but yeah, this is the 30mm round nose, and then he also makes boxy noses, so I don't know if you could tell the difference, but this one's a little bit more like square shaped, this one's a little bit round, or more round. So yeah, that's cool. Super fire deck. It's like kind of, it's my loose truck needs. If I need like a deck that I really want to have like a steezy kind of look to my clips, I'll probably just grab this deck because it's nice, loose, and it's pretty fun to use. Not gonna lie, after like, because I set it up last night. I went to the homie Craig's house, finger fucker. Yeah, he's the homie, but yeah, I set this up there, and yeah, I was vibing with it. Honestly, it's a fun deck. Not gonna lie. So it'll be cool to just support Lucid within the future, because pretty sure he's only just started really. So good for him, and props on making some dope decks, man. Next up, let's do oh yeah, these are fire. So I had a chance to grab the new dynamic wheels off of Scott. They weren't available to like anyone. Like if you went up to him and asked, he probably would have said no, but for some reason he said yes to me, so I'm fucking hyped. Even though there's some people who got the wheels like weeks before, like I knew someone who got wheels from him like weeks before, but I don't know, team early, that's all I'm gonna say. But they're super nice, a kind of bowl shape. I would say they're in between like a lab raw and like a they're just smaller Joy Colt XLs, or I mean, realistically, like smaller Lab Raws. That's what I would say, but they're still like a bowl shape. But they look nice, and I actually tried to set there, and I tried to set after the sesh, and damn, they are very nice, and they roll really good. So, def be on the lookout for these. They're not like insanely grippy, so I think that's gonna be a good thing for people who really don't like grippy wheels. They're kind of on the plastic side. These ones will satisfy your urethane need, but still have that plasticky feel. So, yeah, that's tight. I didn't get any ramps or anything. This is the Catfish sticker sheet that dropped. I got this first. They weren't even willing to give me another sticker sheet, even though like all the decks sold out. And they were like, "Oh, we can't give these out unless you buy a deck." I was like, "Well, then why'd you sell all the decks?" Like, so yeah. Couldn't get more of those. I wish I did, but oh, one more thing I copped, or didn't really cop. I kind of got dished. Doom Lagoon, the homie. I met him at Craig's house for the after sesh. It was on the way home for me, so I just stopped, and then he let me crash at the crib. So I was like, "Fuck yeah!" So I stayed up till 3 a.m. fingerboarding. But yeah, this shape is super nice. I'm not sure on the exact shape or what the mold or anything is, but the kicks looks like a freshwater. Like I'm just saying in terms of a Catfish, it's like it looks like a freshwater like esque mold, and also has this like, I don't know if you could see it, kind of like comes out right there and then pops out right there. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it's like you can kind of see it, but it like has these like indentations on it that like kind of gives it like a unique shape. So I think that's dope. So shout out Doom Lagoon. You are fire. Thank you. He's super cool dude. I met him yesterday along with Vlad from Catfish. I met Scott at Dynamic. I met John at Cowply. So literally all the deck makers and all the companies that I've been supporting and try to show my support for, I met them, so that's sick. Oh, I didn't even show off the Cowply, I don't think. So yeah, hold up, focus, please. Alright, cool, we're back. Alright, so I guess this is the last pickup, right? Yeah, okay, this is the last thing I picked up. I've been dying to get another Cowply in this specific shape, and it's actually worked out to where the mold actually worked out to be the exact mold I wanted to. It's like pretty defined to the point where like I can actually like flick and do stuff. It's not like a mellow mold where I would actually have some trouble doing some stuff. But yeah, this is that the Cowply collaboration with Matt Pack. He owns 8 equals D, I think. 8 equals D decks. Yeah, super fire. This graphic is awesome with the little Pikachus on it. Yeah, it's just like he makes these really nice collage art pieces, and then it's a paper graphic too, so it's like one of my few paper graphics that I own. But yeah, once I got it, I had to set it up. And John was like one of the first people I ran into there, and it happened to be at the time I didn't have the Catfish, so I was like, I need to buy a deck off of some deck maker. So I ran into him. This is the exact graphic I was looking for in the exact shape, and I was like, done. Give me it. $40, sold. And he was doing 2 decks for $70, but I don't know. I just didn't really feel like spending the extra $30 for another deck that I might not use. So I know this one I'm probably gonna keep together for a pretty long time. If not, it might be an indefinite one. I really enjoy it, and it's like one of the unique shapes available at Cowply. I'm not sure on the shape, so if you are interested in the shape, I can't tell you what it is because I don't know what it is, but it has like a normal shape almost, but it has a boxed off nose and then kind of boxy tail, but it's more round. it just tapers off on the nose. It kind of looks like a crayon or a pen. So yeah, so I think that's it, everybody, on what I got at Rendezvous. It's not a lot, not crazy, but I didn't really feel like spending a lot. I would have bought more catfishes had they been available, or had I known they dropped at that time. But yeah, other than that, I'm very, very happy with the 3 new decks I got. The Cowply, the Catfish, and the Lucid. Super hype on these dynamic wheels. Hype to try them out. I don't know what to set them up on yet. I'm going to debate maybe setting them up with this, but I have some labs that match this. And yeah. Oh, and shout out my boy Doom Lagoon. Fire decks. So thank you to everybody who pulled up to Vooz. Every company owner, everybody was cool. There's not a single person I didn't meet who wasn't cool. Yeah, everybody was chill. I didn't have any bad blood with anybody, so I didn't get pulled up on or anything. So yeah, just went up there, enjoyed my time, and dipped out. So I think I'm gonna call it there. Appreciate anybody who's watching this right now. If you stayed until the end, thank you. Really means a lot. So thank you all. I'm gonna do a giveaway soon. I have a catfish that I want to give away. I think I'm gonna wait for 5K on YouTube. So if you're watching this and see it, ask your friend to sub. It literally does nothing for you, but does a lot for me. So thank y'all for watching. It's been Station FBS, and I hope you have a great day. Peace.